There's a dude right over here. That's crazy. He's right at 120 something. That's crazy.
Oh, I got him!
Yes!
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, bro.
I see him.
I left a little sliver at the top.
Imagine
9 deaths.
those corners in the map don't have like.
Oh, baby!
Just finished the one.
All right, one on the roof still. Yeah!
I didn't even know we were down to just us and them.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. All right, end of the song. Anyways, hey, where are you guys going? There we go, baby. Night, night. Oh my gosh.
Raiden just cut that corner. Oh my god, shoot. Oh my god, sorry, Nomi. I am so sorry, everyone. You're fine. I saved it.
Let's go! Yes! So Drew and the guy in front of him both have penalties. I'm gonna push boots the best I can. Let's go! Let's go! My wedding day, the birth of my son, an American finishing first at Le Mans. Yeah! Yes! Woo! Dallas, get the party room started! Woo! That's right, Snozberry. Defending American soil with American muscle. Hell yeah! Woo! Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I do not like that extra glow that's on the camera. Is it potentially because of this? Let's move this out of the way. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Okay. That's unfortunate. Alrighty, good evening. It's because of my activity feed for YouTube. I can't turn dark mode on that window because it's not embedded as part of the web page. And so, unfortunately, that's what shines that, gives that little shine on my camera. If I move it back over here, yep. So we're going to move that off. Anyways, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is. I think it's Thursday, right, chat? It's Thursday. Somebody keep me honest. It's Thursday, right? Thursday, May 15th, 2025, and it is 7:10 p.m. here at the state-of-the-art DW Studios, Daily Race C at Daytona. We are going to run both the Corvette and the Peugeot or Peugeot. And you might get that reference in tomorrow's Virtual Gear episode, because I know we say things a little bit differently here in the States than other places of the world. Anyways, so we're going to get loaded into the Corvette here in a little bit and do some Daily Race C. We'll swap between the Corvette and the Peugeot VGT. Yeah, I had a lot of success in the VGT last night. First couple of races were really tough, but as the night went on, races got better. So, all right, before we do anything, we are going to look at our most recent devotion. Again, we're going through 101 devotions for men. We are on devotion number 32, female friends. And this is a big one, guys, because it's easy to get in trouble. Friendships with women are an important part of most men's lives, but they can also be a powerful source of temptation. Jesus had many female friends, some of whom supported his ministry and even traveled with him. So it is appropriate for men to have healthy relationships with women. However, married men must be extra cautious to ensure that any other friendship with other women do not turn into emotional relationships in which strong feelings can become inappropriate intimacy. This betrays the trust and commitment a man shares with his wife. Here are 3 ways to safeguard yourself. Never be alone with a female friend. Avoid talking about your marital problems. That's a big one, gentlemen. Always treat other women with great respect. So we have 3 Bible verses. The first one is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 2. Treat older women as you would your mother, and treat younger women with all purity as you would your own sisters. Very important. Matthew 5:28. Anyone who even looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart. And that's something that every man struggles with. This is, it's very easy, especially in today's social media, to look at something, and even if your intentions are pure, let's say for me, wrestling, right? There are beautiful women that, do wrestle. And if I look at them with lust at all, I have committed adultery, right, in my heart. So, again, God doesn't expect us to be perfect, but he does expect us to get better, walk closer with him so that we will not be tempted by this stuff. And then finally, Matthew chapter 5, verse 8. God blesses those whose heart are pure, for they will see God. Again, when you are having a friendship or a relationship with a woman, if she's not your wife, keep it appropriate, I know, for example, Mike Pence used to get all sorts of gruff for, he never would be in a room alone with a woman. And the mainstream media here in the States, crucified him for that. They made fun of him, and that's one of the things we're taught here is there's 3 things. Never be alone with a female friend, avoid talking about your marital problems, and always treat other women with great respect. So anyways, that was devotion number 32 of our 101 devotions for men. All right, let us get into the game. There we go. We're gonna start with the Corvette instead of the Peugeot, Peugeot, I like that one. We have an entry period. It's going to start in just a few minutes anyways. We're going to stop our timer on our watch. That was to remind us. So anyways, link at the top of the pin to the top of the chat. We had a special episode of Virtual Gear 4K that came out today. I took the 2001 Chevy Corvette Z06 and the Ferrari 812 Superfast and took them around Road Atlanta, which is what we use for our test track for Virtual Gear. I don't care. MJ, you could type that. You keep tapping. I'm gonna time you out. I can read it the first time. And I'm gonna call it what I call it. It's a Pew Joe. Wait until you see tomorrow's episode of Virtual Gear. There's another one of those wording things in there. And also chat, he knows I'm just giving him a hard time about spamming. All right, let's see what we can do with the vet. We were able to get into the mid 46s with the vet earlier today. But MJ is saying it's the Pizzow. The Pizzow. MJ's like, that is not what I'm typing. That's what you are typing. Yeah, I do turn the TC on for this just to get a little bit more power out of a couple of these turns, especially without risking dumping it into the wall or spinning it on the inside. That's way off pace. That's about 6/10 off, almost 7/10 off. Her? I'm not a furry, dude. Her's a how. Her's a how. I'm now intentionally mispronouncing what he's typing, chat. I like Peugeot. Actually, no, I don't like Peugeot. I like Peugeot. The Peugeot. That's a little too hot. So that's a bad exit. So we're gonna go ahead, take this car to the top, build up some speed for the next lap. So what you should do for your first time trial lap is come out of the bus stop, come high up against the wall. Kind of like if you watched my short on the, oh, what was that, the 20J or whatever? Yeah, I'm not a frog eater, so I don't care how they say it. It's America, baby. America. It's like, you know, what people call it a gyro, gyro is how you pronounce it. What's going on, Hutch? You know, but I don't, like, crucify people that's still off by a couple tenths. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. How long is a fortnight? I thought a fortnight was 14 days. Yeah, is that the 20J? Is that what that's called? I'm doing all right, Hutch. Yeah, so in a couple of weeks, on a Saturday, I will be doing, I think it's Saturday, May 31st, I will be participating in the WRC Daytona 500. Oh, that was bad. We're gonna run 500 miles at Daytona. We're gonna have a safety car. We're gonna have cautions, potentially. We have specially tuned Silvias, right, MJ? They're Silvias, the S15s. We gotta find our pace we had earlier today. For the 47.4 ain't gonna do it. Then you get back into the 46s with this car. I think the best I got today was a 46.5 with the vet. I'm gonna swing up just to add a few more feet to this run. Maybe get to 68 almost. Stay out of the grass, you idiot. That's right. The S15, we did an engine swap on it. That's right. But their specialized tuning, meaning gear ratios have to be a certain way. Ballast, power output, stuff like that. We have restrictor plates on them. MJ has them pretty much well tuned so that they can be competitive with each other in and out of the slip. Of course, slip's going to be much faster. We've tested all three lines. The second line works. The third line kind of works if you need it, but where's my pace from earlier today with this thing? Because a 47 is no bueno. No bueno. We had taco lasagna for dinner tonight. Oh, I didn't stop enough. This might be a 28. It is. I gotta do that turn much differently in this car. .53.7 is okay. This needs to be like an 8.1 or an 8.2. 8.5 is not okay. Nope. 25.3 is not it. It needs to be under 25 there. Yeah, I did a bunch of races yesterday in the VGT, in the Peugeot, Peugeot, Pug, Peugeot, whatever, or Peugeot. Is that how you say it? Peugeot? Is that how you say it, MJ? This was an ongoing thing. But yeah, I did a handful of races yesterday. The first 3 were absolute trash. The last 3 were very good. And if the vet just doesn't do it after a few races, we're going to switch back over to the Pug. You can't time me out, baby. You can't time me out. But I struggled with pace for a while, Hutch, until about noon yesterday. All right, we're going to swing this up a little bit. We'll get one more in, and then we'll stretch before our race. Nothing to be scared of with Daytona. If the last 10 months have taught me anything, is that DR is a fallacy. I'm way off still. Oh, it can be crazy, Hutch. It can be. And if you guys wonder why I'm so far behind chat, there's about 20 to 30 second delay in the stream just because I'm in 4K. All right, we're going to stand up and stretch. Oh, I can understand that, Hutch. All right, why are we starting in second? That makes no sense. Lots of Vipers. One Lexus, one Corvette, and a Pug. Oh, it's Stamps. What's going on, Stamps? Stamps is good, folks. Oh, Mad Dog's in here, too. I didn't even see you. Who was using Alexis pretty well this week? I'm drawing a blank. I know some people did. Ramster did pretty well with the Aston Martin today, too. I gotta be careful with the Pug because the Pug does not have great acceleration. So I have to be really careful with him and don't run him over. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Jeez. What is up with everybody? Holy cow. What was that? This is ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, bump traffic going into the bus stop's a great idea. I mean, I know Stamps didn't mean it. You want to give me a little bit of room here, bud? All right, come on, Mad Dog. Mad Dog's a homie. So is Stamps. That was close there. All right, Philippe is the one that came in, or Delete, whatever. The guy in 7th is who came in to start the race. He came in on lap 1. There's a reason I came in this lap and not lap 9. Danny is kind of slowing us down a little bit. Not his fault, but he takes a couple interesting choices. And this is where I was hoping he would come out, right here. That pug is just way too fast. Oh, I was gonna let you go, Mad Dog. That's unfortunate. Well, that was a good race that I just screwed up. Nah, I know Mad Dog didn't mean it. Well, we might not lose DR. Oh, that was Mad Dog. No, Mad Dog. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something. There we go. Now we can turn our fan on. There we go. Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, we're going to switch to the Pug. We'll probably alternate between the two. Did we gain DR? Yes. Wait, nope. That's not what I want. I want the Pug. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer. Mad Dog didn't mean to. I got too deep into the turn after pit exit, which then got him side by side. I may have come across his nose a little bit. I tried to give him enough room on the outside. And then, yeah, it is what it is. I think I probably came down on him. It was an unfortunate incident. I'm not going to crucify Mad Dog for that. It happens. It's not like the beginning of that race, which was atrocious. But if you thought that was bad, this race is going to be much worse at the start. Let's get the cold trickle. All right, we're going to step away for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get warmed up with this. I'll be back in, we'll say 2 minutes or so. Alrighty, we are back. This thing is a rocket. not a great sector one. I need to slow down a little bit more coming out of that, or going into it. Nah, we're not going to get another lap anyways. I'll save the suspense. That was going to be like a 48, maybe a 47. That was not a good lap. And just a reminder, chat, if you have not yet, top of the chat is the link to a special episode of Virtual Gear that I dropped today. We take the 2001 Chevy Corvette Z06 and the 2017 Ferrari 812 Superfast. We put them around Road Atlanta. I mean, the slip makes every car better, right? The Pug, though, even without the slip, can has no problem catching the Viper. Where it really struggles, you'll see it here, especially if I start anywhere near the front, is going to be the acceleration. I have to survive turn 1, actually sector 1. I have to survive sector 1 with this car. You saw last race how quickly I caught the Pug with the Vet. We might try the Viper after this. We haven't run a race with the Viper all week. But we'll see. But yeah, we let a podium slip away. I might next time. I'm gonna get smoked off the line here. There's another Pug in here. A Supra Ford GT. I'm barely pole position. Look at that, 0.02 of a second between me and second place. And JVS, I think, is the one that kind of beat my doors in turn 1 last time. We're going to keep it low. We're going to make them go around the outside. We are definitely pitting first. Yeah, the Ford GT's not good. Which is wild, because last time, or the time before, it was really good. But that was because, like you just said, all the top end. There's no top end in it now. Top end's cut down on the Vet quite a bit, too. That hurts the Vet. I don't know. They killed all the GR3 cars. It was only tough to drive when you had to turn. Look at us catching the leaders, chat. Now, the thing with the Pug you got to be careful of is the back end is wider than the front, so you cannot pay attention to the digital tack to tell you how wide this car is. Well, we were catching leaders. I think they started working together. Ah, dang it. That's a penalty. It's all right, just keep pushing. I'm going to stay in fifth. We're not going to rev it out. This is the part of the track this car really suffers in. Anybody know what the pit delta is here this week? If you don't take tires? I want to say it's right around 17 seconds. We're gonna find out here, chat. Oh no, Mad Dog got a penalty. What the hell? What in the world was that? All right, I think he just overdrove it. He missed his brake marker. I 100% he missed his brake marker because I even hit the brakes a little bit late. Man. Because that was the leaders that came out of the pits. It's not the craziest thing I've seen this week. Not even close, dude. It sucks hard, though. Because I'm going to have to fight hard now to not lose DR. Now, how'd that work out for you, idiot? Man, that sucks. Dang it. That's gonna cost me a spot. Hey, to get 6th out of that, I will take that. You know what the funny thing is? I meant to record each race. I haven't recorded one race yet. Let's give Mad Dog a congratulations. I think he won. No. But he did well. All right, Charlottesville's getting a pretty big storm. We'll see if it gets to us. Oh. That's unfortunate. But we gained DR. That's the big thing. Try to get out of that hole from yesterday. All right, let's try the Viper. I don't think we've run a race with it this week. Let's see what we can do. Or not. Bueller. You know what? Before we do that, let's find a livery for it. We don't have a WRC livery for the Viper, do we, MJ? I don't think we do. No. Maybe that. You know what? Let's go with the old mellow yellow. The old cold trickle special. All right, let's see if we can get a halfway decent time with this. I think the best time we've gotten is like 46.9. I don't care. You think, since when do I listen to the rules? I'm gonna run what I want when I want. You know that, MJ. Wonder if I should let it rev to 4th on that straight. Doesn't matter if I was on senior leadership or not, MJ. I think that's one of the things that Dream did not like about me. Now, I'm probably going to run some variation of the DWO paint I've got now. I'm going to change it up, though, because that's a really old livery. 1089's not great. It's not horrid. That's not good. A 25.4 is not good. I think 5th needs to be revved out more than the rest. Yeah, 5th definitely feels like it needs to go a little bit higher. Maybe not. . 29.3 is not great. It's not horrible, though. I gotta figure out the bus stop in this car. All right, I'm gonna stand up. And I want to try to remember to record this race. All right, if the stream goes to hell, spam me in chat. You can smell a win? I don't know about that. Oh, this is a completely different... No, it's not completely different. USA #1. Merrick's in the Peugeot, or the Pug, or the Per... I don't know. Did you type a dirty word, MJ? Oh, it was carrots. I gotta let me see something. There, we zoomed in a little bit. All right, let's see what we can do. We shall see. We've had some good starting positions, but haven't been able to get a podium yet. We finished, what, 6th last race? We've had some shenanigans. But yeah, yell if the stream starts acting up. Easy, Ferrari. What's so hard about that? Puro sangue. Oh, I did that just... Let's see if that gets his goat going. All right. I'll pay... I'll look up at chat when I can. I do not like the feel of this car at all. I do not like the feel of this car at all. Oh my goodness. Well, he held on to it, chat. Woo! All right, let's see when we get back up there with the leader. losing the slip though. We just keep falling back from this pack. Yeah, I just don't like the feel of this car. Something is off to me with it. It's a good car. It's a me issue, but I just... Well, so's the vet, but... I totally screwed that bus stop up. I'm kind of in no man's land now. great day. I cannot trust anywhere this guy is. Nope. Not doing it. While I've got clean air, I'm going to take advantage of it. I don't have one lap in the 46s. Yeah, I'm not good with this car. Yeah, I'm not in love with this car. I like the Vet and the Pug a lot more. We're going to lose at least 3 spots. We might come out 4th. Probably come out 5th or 6th, though. We might come out right behind Mr. Fake Sergeant. Maybe. I think we're going to come out behind Harry, though. Oh, yeah, I forgot about USA number 1. Yeah, we're going to come out like 6th. Nope. Came out like 4th. Gonna be tough. I don't think I've got enough. I think I'm gonna be just a little short. That's all right. I'll take a 4th. That's my best finish of the night. Yeah, I'm not in love with that car. She is a little heavy. Did we end up with a single 46 that race? I don't think so. Yeah, our own mistake cost us. I'm gonna take a look at that. I bottled it. Oh boy, there's a little bit of drama in the post race as well. just got on the gas too much. All right, that wasn't pretty. Oh, what happened at the end there? That's right. Sorry, I was also recording that. I mean, what is that? What is that garbage? Yeah, that was a horse crap move there. I saw the weaving up front, but I thought they were trying to break the slip. I didn't realize that they were fighting there. Yeah, that's a Bush League move. That is a Bush League move. Sorry, just trying to keep an eye on the weather as well. All right, looks like the storm near Charlottesville is winding down. All right, let's try the Pug again, and then we might try one more after that. We'll see how we're feeling. All right, I'm going to get up and stretch. I suggest you all do the same thing. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alrighty, MJ. Yeah. 2 hours is better, right? We're not going to get any time in. That's all right. Oh, how far down are we in the top 20? Nope. Yeah, you know the Ford GT's not good. When Cyrus does a 46.1 with it, and then a 45.7, and a 45.2 in the Pug. Voids has got a good time with the Supra. Poor Storm. We'll grab me another cough drop. Alrighty. Oh, we got a blue turd in here. Look at that. 3 pugs in the top 5. He's down to A now? Say hello to Blue Turd. Clever's fast. This is a pretty packed or tight lobby, right? 46.8. Less than a second. Yeah. Okay, maybe not as... But Turd's quick, so... And we know from last race, Merrick is pretty quick, too. All right, so I have to worry about the Vipers behind us, especially the, well, Merrick really has to worry about them, but I have to keep an eye on them. If Merrick can hold them off a little bit, we'll be okay. And then Blue Turd's in front of us. He's a homie. Looks like we have the top 6, and then everybody else is falling way back for some reason, like a lobby bug. No, Blue Turd. Yep. I mean, you can take tires, but you don't need to. I will lose fastest lap before this sector, just because of the bump drafting. Just about. I was close. That was close to a penalty. Keep it in third. Might cost me time. That was close, chat. We're gonna lose some time, but that could have been worse. That was close, chat. That was close as well. Yeah, that was two brown flags right there, MJ. Yeah. Oh, he's got a penalty. Second place, baby. And I was not recording that race, unfortunately. That sucks. I'll download it and try to make a clip out of it. Or I'll try to recreate it. I can't recreate it. Wow, Merrick fell way back. He was right behind me when I pit. I'm not sure what happened. think we've had a pretty good night tonight with our DR. Let's take a look real quick. I would say so. We started the day at around 34,927. We're at 36,860. We've gone 1,900 DR today on the positive. Just shy of 2,000 DR positive in, what's that, 4 races? 730? Yeah, in 4 races. So that's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. Yep. 1,933. Yep. That's a pretty good 4 races. At 36,000, I'm what? 13 or almost 37,000. I'm 13,000 away. That's 26 good races. That's a lot of grinding. I can do it, though. All right, let's take a look at that replay. I'm going to record this, though. Do we remember what lap that was on? We can find it. Poor blue turd. I don't even... I think the invisible wall monster got him. I mean, he was close to that wall, but that sucks, dude. Because he's a hell of a racer, too. I mean, he is a really good racer. Well, you're not that far from A. All right, let's see if we can... All right, here we go, chat. All right, here we go. So I saw him in the grass, and a wise man once told me, go towards where they spun from. And yeah, that was definitely a brown flag moment. I wish I was recording live, because my reaction said it all. I was... No, no, no! And then fast forward to the bus stop. I think it was this bus stop. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, you're right, MJ. Brown flags all over the place on that lap. But hey, we lived through it and we finished in second place. I'll take that. Shoo. Yeah, that pug goes. That pug really goes. Where did Blue Turd end up? Oof. Pretty low down. I think he bounced. Yeah, this bus stop I was getting really confident in. And then, yep, he gets the penalty. And at this point, I know I've got to play the guy. I got to play the guy behind me. I really don't want to bump draft that guy. And of course, you never trust the ghosting. What's going on, WRX? How are you doing? So yeah, we'll take the second place. And we just had a couple brown flag moments in this race. And then yeah, this bus stop was. Let's look at my steering inputs for this bus stop coming out of it. Doing all right, WRX. How are you? We're up 2K DR, which for me is quite a bit. In 4 races, that's pretty good for me. All right, so coming out of here. Look at those steering inputs. Look at those steering inputs. Hey, we're all right. We're all right. We're all right. We're not all right. We're not all right. Whew. That gave him a bunch of time to be able to catch up. He was lagging something fierce. We're doing pretty well. We, like I said, we've gained a little bit of DR today. We've done 4 races. And, I know there's another race about to start, but 4 races in a row is quite a bit for me. But yeah, we've, see, I don't get it. Look how close I was to that barrier. And Blue Turd had to have had some sort of lag or something. Because look how close I am to this thing. And then if we go back to the beginning, Blue Turd's not even nearly as close. Lag, probably. Okay, now he is as close. I lied. I'm a liar, chat. You can call me a liar. Poor Blue Turd. I feel for him. Oh yeah, what happened between Clever and... Wait. Alright, Clever has a penalty? That doesn't surprise... I mean, I'm not saying that's Clever's fault. Okay, Girth may have gotten into him. No. So it had to have been the accordion effect from Turd's accident. No, it's just accordion effect of the turn. Holy crap. What in the world? That was crazy. Accordion. So Bloke gets slammed by Danny. And we know Bloke. He's a friend of Cyrus's stream. I mean, he does stop a little early, but... Oh, yeah, he stops way early. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so out of all of that, Clever gets a 2-second penalty. Did Turd stay in the race? I think Turd quits. Oh no, he just... Yeah, he quits, I think. This was a strange lobby. This was just a strange lobby. That's where he calls it a race. Poor Turd. Just a strange, strange lobby. Oh. Also, chat, don't forget, top of the chat window, a special episode of Virtual Gear 4K was dropped this afternoon with update 1.59. It is called Virtual Gear 4K episode 1.59. We take the 2001 Corvette Z06 and the 2017 Porsche 812 Superfast out to Road Atlanta, which is our test track for the Virtual Gear 4K season, or series, I should say. And we put them to the paces there. That Ferrari takes a skilled driver to try to get it around Road Atlanta. And chat, I am not a skilled driver. I mean, I got it around, but woo, that thing was wild. But anyways, yeah, we put both of those cars through the paces. Episode 2 of Virtual Gear 4K drops tomorrow at 12 Eastern, so that's what, 14 and a half hours from now. We are looking at the 56 Porsche 356. Is that right? Yes, the 56 Porsche 356 GT Carrera Speedster. So that episode will come out here in about 14 and a half hours on YouTube. Go ahead, like, subscribe. You guys already subscribed, but like, comment. You know, that helps the algorithm. I am going to call it a night. We've been live for about 2.5 hours. We got about 4 races in. I may do a couple more races off stream, but I need to get up, stretch, and all that fun stuff. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Hutch, MJ, WRX, the lurkers. I know there was a ton of lurkers in here at one point. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. If you have not yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we've got about half of our watch time required to get monetized. So we need the 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. We're about halfway to the 3,000 watch hours. So we're doing pretty well with that. But I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. No stream tomorrow night. I will be playing DayZ with my son and hanging out. Don't know about Saturday yet. We will see how it goes. If we do stream Saturday, we will be racing here at Daytona. But again, Hutch, MJ, WRX, everybody who's popped in and out, anybody who is watching this in the VOD afterwards, I appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, until next time, you all take care of yourselves and each other, and have a great night, guys. Good night. You too, WRX. I love your body, Larry. Good night, guys.